Okay, here we are back again with more Dragon Age Origins. As I'm sure you probably are aware, in the last episode I finished the expansion to Dragon Age Origins, Awakening. Completed that. And so now I have only one more thing to do, really, to complete what I would consider to be a mostly completionist playthrough of Dragon Age Origins, and that is to do the DLC Witch Hunt, which is, in my opinion, a very excellent DLC, and which does a lot to sort of bridge the gap between Dragon Age Origins and the next iteration of the series, Dragon Age 2, and even further beyond that into Dragon Age Inquisition. Basically, this sets up a lot of sort of messes with some things, sets up a few things, and just does some fun stuff. So what I'm going to do is go into Witch Hunt. And we're going to start this. We're going to import from another module. This should be it, I believe. Yeah. We're going to import her. Ariadne, of course. My human mage warden from Awakening, which we just finished.
Flemeth once told me that temptation lies in the forbidden. Do not follow me, I said. Yet you search even so. Some doors should never be reopened.
And also, frankly, just glad to have Morrigan back, right? What a great character. And also Barkspawn. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I couldn't do this alone. Barkspawn. Yeah, I like that you get some options here. Basically the game says, well, maybe you really liked her. Maybe you hated her guts. You're probably not indifferent to her if you're playing this. But, you know, you can definitely go sort of in either direction. Obviously, I was friends with her. I maxed out her approval. We were very good friends. She called me a friend. So I'm going to go with, yeah, we'll find Morrigan, I promise. We got to track her down. I want to see what happened, you know? Right. This is our old friend, Barkspawn. So, yeah, this is a much more, linear game. I'm gonna give you Taunt, and Threaten, and Bravery. That'll work. So yeah, this is a much more linear experience than the rest of the game, really. Flemeth's demise. The death of Flemeth? Question mark. So yeah, here's a little bit more sort of refresher, right? Flemeth saved you during the first stages of the Blight, and her daughter Morrigan helped nurse you and Alistair back to health. Morrigan later revealed that Flemeth was an abomination who sacrificed her daughters to preserve her own unnatural life. You agreed to confront Flemeth before she could sacrifice Morrigan, and found the enigmatic old crone at her hut in the wilds. After a short exchange, she shapeshifted into a high dragon, and with difficulty, you killed her. So much about Flemeth remains a mystery. Standing in front of her deserted home in the marsh sent a shiver up your spine, like someone walking over a grave. Ooh. Let's go inside and see what's going on. So yeah, apparently our scouts definitely saw a woman around this area not too long ago. So let's see if we can, if that young woman might have been Morrigan. Apparently it's not Morrigan. That's alright. Down, boy.
Not another step. What are you doing here?
I could ask the same of you.
Call off your hound, Shem.
Not until you tell me what you're doing here.
I believe I asked you first. Ugh. Fine. I am Ariane of the Dalish people. My keeper sent me to find Asha Belinar, the woman of many years.
Why?
We thought she could help us find her daughter, Morrigan. The young witch has caused trouble for my clan. Has she earned your ire as well?
She's a friend, and I'm concerned for her.
A friend?
Yes.
Of all the words associated with a witch of the wilds, those are the last I expected. Perhaps you can reason with her then. Morrigan stole an ancient book my clan has guarded since the days of Arlathan. We were the only ones with such a piece of our history. Everything we once had. All legacy of our ancient magics were stripped from us. First by the Tevinter Magisters, then by the Wretched Circle. And Morrigan took what little was left.
What's so special about this book?
For almost 2,000 years, the Dalish people have been wanderers. A shadow of what we once were.
Yeah, we know that.
Book, as much of a mystery as it is to us, is one of the only clues on how to reclaim that past. My keeper, Solon, says it was a treatise on something the ancients called Alluvian. The word is as old as the book itself, and its meaning has been lost, save perhaps to Morrigan.
How do you know Morrigan stole it?
1 month ago, she visited our clan in the name of friendship, and took great interest in our history. She knew exactly what she was looking for. The keeper allowed her to see the book. 2 nights later, it was gone.
So what now?
Help me. We both want Morrigan, and we can aid each other. The Book of Alluvian was reclaimed for my clan by an elven mage, who stole it from the Circle of Magi before defecting. He said other similar treasures remain in the library, but they would never allow a Dalish to view them. Perhaps you will meet a different reception.
Yeah, I'm from the Circle. I'll get us in. I'm welcome there. I'm kind of a teacher's pet. They'll be happy to see me, actually, so...
Masirinus, I look forward to working with you.
I think Barkspawn is okay, too. That's probably good. So, yeah, this is Ariadne. Ariane? And I'm Ariadne, so that's a little confusing, but sure. Yeah, the contents of this chest have long since been removed. The bed doesn't look like it's been slept in for years, except for the recent intrusion. The whole place looks abandoned. The only place in the hut not covered in a fine layer of dust is around the fireplace. It looks like the fire was recently lit, which, yeah, fair enough. Alright, so let's head out. Oh my. There we go. That's better. Oh. Alright, sure. Not sure what Darkspawn we're doing here. Probably just chasing after me because I'm a Grey Warden and that's what Darkspawn do, is chase after Grey Wardens. So as I said, this is a much more linear game, right? There's not a lot the only thing I can do from here is go to the Circle. Which is fine. I really like the Circle. In Origins, I do, and I really like the fact that we get to revisit it in this DLC. It's a very fun place.
Welcome to Ferelden's Circle of Magi. Please, keep your hound under control. Some of the apprentices are easily startled.
Sure.
And I see you have a Dalish elf with you.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, Ariane can be trusted.
What is that supposed to mean? Most Dalish are common thieves?
As you say, the Circle is glad to have you as a guest. As you can see, things are much changed from when you were last here.
Yeah, where's Gregor?
Gregor is in Denerim, attending to some important business. My name is Hadley. I lead the Templars in the Knight Commander's absence.
Okay. Well, I need to go to the library.
If you're looking for a book, you can start in the index section.
Thank you, sir.
As the Warden Commander, you and your guests are free to explore the first floor of the tower without an escort. Good day to you.
I should hope so. I
see
mean,
why
I grew
Keeper
up
Solo
here.
did not want me to come here. It is all too tempting to overturn the tight order of their little world.
Yeah, they're very particular in the circle. It's kind of what they do. So, yeah, like, I can't explore anymore, really. I can't do a whole lot. I can come in here, maybe.
Never thought I'd see her back here.
A pity Cullen's not here.
Oh, hush.
He's not still carrying a torch for her, is he?
I hope not. He's been at the Chantry in Greenfell for some time. Nice quiet village, lots of fresh air, good for the nerves. The Knight Commander told him he could return here when he, leveled out.
I'm just glad he's gone. He was so twitchy. And that intense stare? Oh, creepy.
Oh, yeah. So, that's what happened to Cullen after his terrible experience here in the tower under Uldred. Basically, he got shipped out. I mean, you know, he's, as I would imagine, he's suffering from probably severe PTSD. And he got sent to a chantry, like a nice quiet, like probably a nice quiet monastery in the country somewhere to sort of recuperate. But we will be seeing him again. Unfortunately, he's going to get plucked out of there probably a little bit too soon for the healing process.
As you wish.
She once took on a lady pirate and 3 greased nugs between the sheets.
Oh my goodness. Are they talking about me?
About it later.
Are you guys talking about... I did not take on a lady pirate and 3 greased nugs between the sheets. The lady pirate was her own thing. There were no nugs involved in that, okay? The king was involved in that. The current king of Ferelden, yeah, he did that. But there were no nugs. No nugs were harmed in the making of this threesome. Yeah.
I was not.
Oh, Ariane.
All right, a little. You have to admit, it's tempting, right? All these mages, so complacent, thinking they're so important. You think I need to relax? Well, maybe.
Also, I don't know that they all think they're important. Some of them probably do, but let's be real. There's self-important people all over the place. Being a mage doesn't necessarily make you that self-important. Nonetheless. So, hey, Hadley. Don't have anything to say to me. Sandal! Hello, Sandal.
Enchantment?
Sandal, what are you doing here?
Enchantment!
Of course. Barkspawn is happy to see you.
Enchantment!
Yes.
Where's
Bodan is
Bodan?
trading in Redcliffe. If you're interested in his goods, I believe Sandal has some of them to offer you.
Okay. Well, thank you. I don't need anything, so that's fine. But it's nice to see you again, Sandal. Can't go that way. They won't let me. Surprise, surprise, they're not gonna let me into the basement for any old reason. But we're gonna continue over this way. There's lots more fun to be had in the Circle Tower. I mean, I gotta say, the Circle Tower, like, if gossip is what you're looking for, the Circle Tower is 100% the place to get it. Like, no other place. Like some place like the Circle Tower is gonna, like, that's their stock and trade, is gossip in the Circle Tower. Such a closed-off environment. Like, that's all they're gonna do, is stand around. Like, that's all these guys can do, really, when they're not, like, learning magic. What do you think they're doing with all that other time? Like, yeah, they're gossiping. Like, it's like high school forever.
Look at all these books. I've never seen so many.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it? There's a lot of books. Oh, man. I feel like Ariadne, if she misses anything about the circle, she probably misses this the most. Like, 100% this is what she misses.
Is that a purebred Mabari? I wish I had one. They should allow pets in the tower.
Don't you remember the Dragonling disaster? There's bits of Ivan still burnt onto the ceiling on the 3rd floor.
I'm talking about common pets. Dogs, cats, rats, owls, that sort of thing.
Owls? What sort of mage has an owl as a pet?
That's a good question. I don't know. I've never heard of a mage having a pet owl. Personally.
Psst, you, Hound. You think you could sneak up on the mage over there? How high do you think he'd throw those things if he turned around and saw you looming over him? Lighten up. This place is like a tomb. A few surprises would be good for them. Warden, your dog is lecturing me again.
I can't help that. Barkspawn is his own person. You're just gonna have to deal with his lectures. I'm sorry. Index A to F. An index of books sorted alphabetically from A to F. All about weeds. Beginner's herbalism. Okay, I'm gonna look at all of them because they're funny. Catalog of elven relics, mysterious artifacts, sure. Poultice recipes, my cat is... Alright, more index. I'm gonna look at all of these because these are all, like... Many of them are interesting, and many of them are also really hilarious. So I'm gonna, like,
This should be easy enough.
I want to show you all of them. Raising nugs. Like, this is pretty good stuff here. This is pretty good stuff here. Virulent Walking Bomb, the new edition. I want that, yeah. Okay. So, let's start. We've got a couple of places we can start here. Mythical Creatures is a good place to start, right? Under the Bridge, a book about trolls and fairies. The Elven Vartaral. Legends of the Vartaral creatures, supposedly created by the elven gods. Leafing through the book, you notice a section on the only recorded encounter. It appears that from a company of Tevinter soldiers, only the cunning archers and magisters escaped with their lives. Alright, so what can we... Does this book have griffins in it? Yeah. Stories of the now extinct griffin. Yeah. The truth behind the stories. An explanation of creatures from superstition and legend and why they appear in our world. Okay, good. School of Entropy. That sounds interesting. Creation versus Entropy. A paper comparing the strengths of the two schools of magic. Let's see what else we got. Walking Nightmares and True Torment. A manual teaching advanced entropy spells. No, okay. My cat is being a brat. Let's see. Understanding Entropy. A guide to the School of Entropy for apprentice mages. Controlled Destruction. This book has been hollowed out. Inside is a note and a sinister ruby figurine. This will reveal a shrouded chest in the apprentice dorms. Inside is the final payment. I hope you choke on it. Let someone else choke on it. I'm going to take the figurine and the note. We're going to do that. Is there any others in this room? No, I don't think so. So I'm going to look at a bunch of stuff that's not...
I hear they cut out your eyes for staring at their tattoos.
They do not.
They do. I read it somewhere.
And you believe everything you read, do you?
Better safe than sorry, I say.
Uh-huh. Alright, dude. School of Spirit. Sounds like a good one. Virulent Walking Bomb, the new edition. That sounds enlightening. This short book details creative uses of the walking bomb spell. Sure. Spirit, the Supreme School of Magic. This book has been vandalized and is no longer readable. Scribbled on the cover are the words Entropy Rules. Oh my. Spirit Healers Through the Ages, a book on the history of spirit healers. Sure. Folded near the back of the book is a very old sheet of notes scrawled by a young apprentice. In the margins are various sketches of Templars being eaten by a fierce tiger named Sir Pouncelot. Ah, looks like Anders was at work here. Quieting the mind. Relaxation exercises for spirit mages. Okay. Cool. I should probably head back to the apprentice dorm, actually, and see if I can find that chest that supposedly exists. Might as well, right? Here it is, a shrouded chest. Look at that. And it's got some gold. Aw, that's nice. You ladies don't have anything more to say? It's too bad. I wish you would. I really like the gossip. But I guess I'm gonna go ahead and save just to make sure we don't, nothing really bad happens. Alright. History. Forticum Cadab. Sure. The translated text of an ancient Tevinter treatise. Okay. Kozloon, philosopher or tyrant. An exceptionally biased history of the Kunari philosopher Kozloon. Alright. Of Hammers and Witches, a history. This ancient Orlesian text dates from the Chantry's early days. Time and dust has weathered most of the ink, but from what you can make out, it covers a war on the heretics of the Old Imperium. Faded depictions of men in robes tremble before figures bearing an ominous symbol of a black eye in a sunburst. Interesting. I don't suppose that could mean anything for the future. Let's look at translating Elven languages. This might actually help us with our story. Based on a collection of research, this work explores the translating of various Elven dialects. Alright, good. I think I actually have to.
What happened to those apostates near Hyam?
Micah, it's terrible what they did to him.
They say he was force-fed so much lyrium he was bleeding from the eyes.
Ew.
His brain was liquefied in his skull.
Can lyrium really do that?
It can kill you, but... well, you know how rumors are. Those pieces
Yeah.
give us all a bad name. Now some Templar will take it out on an innocent mage and start the cycle all over again.
Yep, that's true enough. I want to, like, there's some stuff I want to hear from them. They have a lot, these guys have a lot to say.
You hear what's going on up in Kirkwall?
There we go.
In the Free Marches, dolt. Half of Ferelden fled there in the Blight. They say there's a refugee camp twice as big as the city. Whole place is run by Templars, though, so no one is getting in. They heard what happened here, made them kind of jumpy.
Everyone's a critic.
Indeed they are, sir. Mysterious artifacts. Alright. Sorry. My phone turned on. I don't want to say the name loud because if I say the name, the iPhone AI, if I say the name aloud, of course, it'll come back on and I don't want it to come on, so... Anyway, Talismans of Ancient Tevinter. This book details the construction and usage of folk talismans from Ancient Tevinter. Okay. Chastened Charms. This book is mainly a dry treatise on chastened superstitions. A Scale and Bone, Crafting the High Dragon. This book contains complex recipes for crafting items from parts of a dragon's carcass. Alright, let's look at a catalog of elven relics. This book is written in an ancient dialect you cannot
I recognize
read.
the character on this page. I think it makes up part of the word Illuvian.
Is this like the book
Similar.
you lost?
The bindings are in the same style, but the script is different. This is a library, isn't it? Perhaps another book could help us translate this.
Okay. Sure. Doop-a-doop-doo. You guys don't have anything else to say now? Are you done? I think that might be the last thing those guys have to say, is the Kirkwall thing. If you're not familiar with Dragon Age, or at least you're not familiar with what comes next, the next Dragon Age game is in fact set in Kirkwall and involves some of those refugees that we're talking about. So, yeah, so we're going to look at translating Elven languages. Yeah, this book should help you translate the Elven text. So let's take it. And grab this other book here. Doot. Catalog of Elven relics. Using this translation book, you locate a chapter on Illuvian.
Oh, who let a dog in here? And what are you doing? Be careful!
You're in my light.
I know you. You're the Grey Warden Mage. The hero.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
even worse.
What?
Didn't they teach you proper care of antique volumes in the first year? Mate.
Yeah.
People save the country and suddenly they think they can abuse priceless books all willy-nilly.
I wasn't abusing it. Are you familiar
I've
with
used
this
it,
book?
But I don't know it by heart. Browsing the chapter on the Illuvians. No one's actually found one, you know.
You know what Illuvian is?
It's Old Elvish for seeing glass. Mirror.
Your keeper couldn't even translate the word for mirror?
It's a 2,000-year-old dialect.
She's right. The word is from the lost language of Arlathan, forgotten over eons of slavery. I only know a few dozen words of it, and I'm the Circle's linguist. Illuvian isn't just any mirror. It's a special kind. When the Imperium sacked Arlathan, they took these mirrors and tried to unlock their power. But all they could use them for was communication over long distances.
Huh. Why would Morrigan be interested in
You
that?
have a friend with a special interest. Maybe she needs to talk to someone.
That wasn't actually very funny.
My people crossed paths with another Dalish clan not too long ago. 2 of their young hunters encountered a strange mirror in some ruins. One disappeared, the other became deathly ill. They never found the one, and the other
That's actually
died.
the Dalish origin.
They left Ferelden and traveled north to forget their sorrows.
So yeah, if you play Origins as a Dalish elf, that's the origin story. As you encounter a broken mirror and one dude gets infected with the... Well, you both end up infected with the taint. If you play the origin, of course, you, the Dalish elf, of course, ends up recruited into the Grey Wardens, and the other companion is infected and eventually dies, I would presumably. Of course, since I didn't play that origin, in this game, that person died. So yeah, so these mirrors are
I've never read
dangerous.
anything about the Illuvians making people ill. But what became of the mirror?
Shattered. Destroyed.
Why?
It was corrupted by the Darkspawn, beyond hope of recovery. They did it to protect others.
Even broken, it could be used to find the others. No, don't get ahead of yourself, Finn. You have to be sure.
What? What do you know?
This is so exciting. We have to get to the repository. Hadley has the key. Come on.
Okay. Gracious. Alright. I guess we do need to go to Hadley. So, your name is Finn, I guess. Okay. Pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Look, Finn, he fetched me a flower. Oh, how thoughtful. It's very pretty. Slobbery, but pretty.
You
Bark
should
Spawn
just
is
tell
good
him to
like
fetch a
that.
Morrigan. It would save us a lot of trouble.
See, this is why I really like Witch Hunt. I like Finn and Ariane, and of course the dog. Like, I freaking love these guys. Like, oh my god, they're so good. Finn is such a great character. I love him. I would kill for a full game with Finn as a companion because he is so funny. Like, oh my gosh. He's such a silly guy. Like, what the heck? I love him. Anyway, here's Hadley.
Hadley! Just the man I was looking for.
Not looking very hard, were you? I'm always here.
Good one. So I
Right?
need to go to the
Jesus.
repository.
No.
No? Why not? I'm not some drooling apprentice.
It's because of me, isn't it?
No. The Sentinels have been behaving erratically, so the repository is locked for everyone's safety.
Oh, well then. Sorry for bothering you.
What happened to
Unfortunately,
them?
we are still not sure yet. The repository isn't crucial to the daily functioning of the Circle, so we've left it until we can spare more men.
Well, I'll help with this. Yeah.
Very well. It's your necks.
That's what
But
I
before
do.
you
I help
go-
with things.
What's so important down there?
The statue. It knows things about Tevinter, and I need to speak to it.
All right. Be careful and keep the mess to a minimum.
If I didn't
that
already
talking
know
to
there was a...
inanimate objects is a sign of insanity.
Not when
Yeah.
it talks back.
You think the statue talks to you?
It's complicated. It wasn't always a statue. You'll see.
Yeah, so, like, yeah, if I hadn't played the mage... Like, if I wasn't a mage... and didn't already know about the statue, because I've spoken to it too, I would probably think Finn was crazy too. Fair enough. Of course he's not, and I know exactly what statue he's talking about. So, yes, I agree. We should probably head down there and talk to it, because it might have something to say about all of this. And we're saving. Good. Ah, good. Ah, here we go. A veil tear. I don't know why, but there is a veil tear here, yeah. Yep, we're gonna deal with it.
He's influencing the Sentinels. We have to deal with this.
There we go.
We did it!
Alright.
And these Sentinels are going back to normal. We need to deal with the rest of the rips in the veil if we can.
Alright, fair. We can try that. Can I not go through here? I guess not. Okay, so I'm going through this way. That's fine. That's fine. So yeah, so there's some veil tears here. Let's go up here. This is, of course, the... Are you a... No. You're a warrior. So I'm unable to unlock chests because there's no rogue in my party, because Ariane is a warrior, I believe, not a rogue. Old vial. So yeah, this was, of course, the repository for the, you know, the blood, right? From the mage origin.
This used to be where the phylacteries of the apprentices were stored.
Yes, the phylacteries.
They've
thank
been moved
you.
to a more secure location. We don't even know where they are anymore.
That's good. Alright, let's continue.
Let's get started.
Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Where's the veil tear? Where are you? Here we are.
I don't condone violence, just so you know.
I'm sure you don't, Finn.
I'll try to make something explode!
Alright, good. So yeah, one of the things that I like about doing this, specifically as a mage, is because is precisely because a lot of it is about revisiting. So much of it is about essentially revisiting the mage origin, right? It's like this is what we're doing here.
I shall follow your lead.
I love how far back you're standing, buddy, but it's really hard to get you to target the thing that I want you to target. No, I need you to target the veil tear. Everybody needs to be on the veil tear.
Never seen anything like this before. This has something to do with the magic animating the sentinels. Let's deactivate another sentinel. That seems to make the weak spots in the veil visible.
Okay. Here we go. Alright. The other tear came up. So now we're all gonna switch over to the tear.
Be in the right direction.
Let's get started.
Okay, I think that should do it. Yeah, alright, good. Ah, good.
On it.
Okay. Now we should all be on the tear.
Try my best.
Good. Let's continue.
This should be easy enough.
Alright, there's the tear.
What's your command?
Oh dear. There's a mage. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Where is the... I'm waiting for the terror to show up. It's not. There we go.
Let's get started.
Terror. And that should probably do it. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Let's get started.
And we continue. So this is where we find, yeah, the vestments of the seer, which is a thing that you get for completing Witch Hunt. It shows up actually in the main game if you start a new game. It's one of those things that you get automatically once you've completed Witch Hunt once, and when you start a new game. It pops up in your inventory. All of the DLC gives you some kind of gear.
On your guard!
Who's the last of them? The Sentinels should stop trying to kill us now. Let's get back to the statue.
Good. I hope so. Okay. So.
Go fetch! Shoo!
You have to give him something. You can't just say fetch and expect him to retrieve random things.
Why not? Once heard of someone with a really smart Mabari who would run off and fetch things like cake.
Yeah,
I think this
that
one's
was
broken.
this one. No, it's just... He only does it for me. That's why. Sorry, Finn, you're not special enough. You're just not special enough, buddy. Alright. So now... Oh, a landmark. Let's see. Yeah, your hound.
Do you ever wish you had the freedom to piss anywhere and not have people stare at you?
No. Do you?
Oh, no, of course not.
Finn, are you confessing something particularly weird right there? Because that's a little weird to me. Anyway, let's talk to the statue. Hi, statue. Been a while, hasn't it?
I am the spirit of Eleni Zenobia, once consort and...
Advisor to Archon Valerius, blah blah, fall of the house. Yes, we've been through that.
Finn. Greetings.
Are you alright? You seemed distressed
Are you
earlier.
asking the statue if it's all right? It's a statue.
So you'll talk to it, but it's strange to ask about its well-being?
It's made of stone. Short of a hammer and chisel, nothing will hurt it.
Stone eyes are no longer clouded. The darkness recedes for now.
It's hard to get answers out of it. Requires parsing all the grandiose mumbo-jumbo. We know where a broken Illuvian lies. Can it still be used to find the others?
Scry, the broken glass, dagger sharp, will be your key.
I once studied
We all did.
scrying.
I thought it pointless
Yeah.
myself.
Well,
The lights of Arlathan
maybe not.
will illuminate the Scryer's path. The Archons possessed them, but they were misused, befouled, and lost, like so much the Imperium touched. Some were saved, carried by fugitives from the Elven city. Their sorrow awoke the stone, and her children sheltered them.
oh, maybe
A
dwarves.
sanctuary in the deep halls of Cad Halash, now known as Kadash. There
Aha,
the lights
dwarves.
of Arlathan lie, shielded from unworthy eyes.
Kadash Tig. Impossible. It's not
So
that
you know
old.
of it. Convenient.
I do, yes.
Goodbye, Finn. We will not speak again.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
I think it's just literal, Finn. You're just not gonna speak again.
Why do you think it said we wouldn't talk again? Oh, I'm not going to die, am I? Hello? Hello?
I think you're probably fine, Finn. I don't think you should read too much into that. But anyway, so it looks like we've got some places to go. So yeah, we'll probably do that next time. As always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Later.